Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Well, in this video I want to show you how to take an auger off of a Gleaner combine. It's a good wintertime project. But if you were on my channel back last fall, then you'll remember how down there just about 4 feet up from the bottom, it actually buckled when I went to unload, and so I took it off, took it to a machine shop, and they replaced the 4-foot section down there with all new tubing. And sure enough, on the second to the last field, let me see if I can get on down here, of corn, there we are, I happened to notice a break right there, just up from this. Here's the new metal that the machine shop rolled and put in. And so, yeah, that ain't good. So what I'm going to do is take this back off and have them replace from here, down to this end, down here to this band. And because that is all original part of the combine, and I'll have them just replace all that section, and then it'll all be new. This here, they actually put this piece here on back in 2018 when we bought the combine. It extended the auger by 1.5 feet longer to reach out for loading stuff because of running a 35-foot bean head. But anyway, so now I want to take this thing back down to them, and have them just replace that whole section right there. And then it'll all be good to go. It'll all be like new again for a long time. But I'm going to show you here right quick what to do. Now, I've already taken the spout piece here off. I actually took that off after last fall, and I've actually just been storing it over there up in the engine compartment. But the reason why I took that off is when I discovered it had that break down there, on the R72, it's got a wrap band that goes around the thing, just like what you see right there, that brace channel is attached to. I took the band off of the auger on the 52 and put on this, and right there where that break is, that way it would strengthen that up, and we could get by and finish up harvest time and be good to go. And so after harvest time and that kind of stuff, I took the spout piece all off. That way I could take that band and pull it off. And so I just left this spout piece off. That's why it's not on here. And so, yeah, let me see here if I can get the camera set up. Maybe I can get you balanced right there on top of the auger itself. But what you want to do is pull this end bolt here out. Trying to drop it all in the dirt. There we go. And it'll have a few spacers and all that kind of good stuff you gotta get dug out of there. Come on, get out of there. Kind of stuck on there. You'll take all that out and then set them off to the side. And now what that will do is it will let this end carrier come out. In fact, I forgot, I got one bolt back here in the back. Let me show you right quick. If you do not already have your the spout piece here that hangs out here, that kind of directs the flow of grain in, downward, you'll have a row of bolts that go right around here. And as you can see, they're already out because of when I took that band clamp off last fall. I did keep one bolt in it, that way it would hold it for putting the auger in and out. But we'll get that spun out of here now. Okay, I took that little 3/8 bolt out. Hopefully you can see halfway decent. And like I say, that'll let this carrier piece here come out. And so it's got a little weight on it. May have to grab a pry bar because see the flighting is actually resting on it. I still have, there we go, I still have all my tools on the golf cart from working the 4840 over. So we're going to pry up on that, and then there we go. There we go. Whoop. You got a little shook around there because you're balancing on that round drive shaft. But yeah, that lets that interior come out. And of course you got a grease zerk right there. I grease that every day when we're running. And it looks like it actually has a brass bushing. So in case you should ever need to replace that part. But yeah, take that piece off, and it's actually pretty easy. Now it's just ready just to grab this end of the flighting and pull it right out of the end of the tube. Got you sitting up on top there, but now all you gotta do is just grab the flighting like that and start pulling. Ugh. It's got a little weight to it. But I'm going to use the forklift and actually tie into it, and then we'll just pull it right out of the end here. Got you sitting here on the forklift. Hopefully you can see halfway decent. I thought okay, it's got that far anyway. Now I gotta raise this pallet up, and I'll ratchet strap, run a couple ratchet straps around, and then just use the forklift and then back right on out and bring the flighting with me. Okay, I got you right sitting up here on top of the forklift. So I've got the auger flighting strapped down to the pallet. And now I'm just going to back up with the forklift and hopefully just pull that whole entire auger right out of that tube. So let's get started. There it is. Thankfully it didn't hit the golf cart very hard. It actually came over here and bumped up against the steering wheel. But yeah, it's got the auger screw. So now I actually need to take and back the combine up. That way I can come in here from the side with the forklift, and then we'll be ready to take that tube off the thing. I backed the combine up from down there toward that end of the shed and got it back here in the middle. Picked up another pallet. Now all I've got to do is just bring the pallet in underneath the auger and start dropping it down. However, before I do that, I want to go ahead and work on getting these, get you set up here. Go ahead and work on getting this, these clamp bands that go around the tube, get them taken off. I'm not going to show you every one of these bolts, there's quite a few of them. Yeah, like I say, you got these bolts that pinch this band together. It's got a bolt right here on this C channel. Take that off. It's actually got lock nuts in the thing, so they grip on pretty good. Go ahead and take the other one off. And now I have this end of the C channel unfastened. And let me get you picked back up here. Okay, there's that end. Yeah, like I say, just let you bring it right out like that. That's just a stabilizing bracket. And so we'll take that piece clear off. Just go ahead and let that hang down, or actually, if it wants to, it can just swing off out here out of my way. Yeah, there we go. Just let it hang out there in the open like that. So I'm going to go ahead and take these other 3 bolts out, and that'll have this band ready just to slide off that end down there. I went ahead and unbolted this end here. Now that piece should be ready just to come right down off there. There we go. And like I say, this is just a piece of C channel like that. And all it does is it just offers, when the auger is out unloading, it just offers additional support running underneath the auger, and works good that way. All right, now I've got to take and get that band, take the 4 bolts out of it, and then both bands will be ready to slide off the end. The way I do that is I'll start the combine back up and put the auger and raise the auger up maybe about 6 inches to get it off that cradle right there that's sitting in, and then just slide the bands right off the end of it. Got these bolts out. Now you can just take, let me set y'all up there, that way you can see a little bit better. Now you just take and slide that band out toward the end. You may have to kind of widen it out a little bit to get it to pop over that weld bead. Okay, I'm gonna have to raise the auger up. I'm bumping the back wall back there. Yeah, see, we're clear up against the side of the combine. And so I'll raise that up a little bit, and then that'll give me more room to work with. Okay, here we go. let's go ahead and take it off and we'll put the auger back down. All right, that's got the auger put back down. Got that second band popped off. And now I'm going to, well, I'll grab my ladder and pull, well, spin most of these flange nuts off. In fact, I may just go ahead and take all of them off. And then you just simply take and separate that big pinch, I call it like a pinch ring, and just separate it apart. And the tube pops off, and I'll be putting it down here on this pallet. Now I'm ready to start taking all these flange nuts off, and it's got like little adjuster nuts right there. However, it's got 4 spacers. They're pretty much set out in a square. One here, one back here, then 2 on the bottom. And that way it'll only pinch down just to those 4 spacers, and that's it. But I'll show you, get you set up here. I'll show you taking a couple of these nuts, jam nuts off here. I'm not going to show you every one. They're all, you see one, you see them all. Go ahead and jump down one. We'll jump back up over here and loosen that one. There we go. All right, now I just got to finish up getting them all off. All right, this thing's now ready to come off. I got the 4 bolts that had those spacers. I've already got them out. And so now all you gotta do is just stick a pry bar right between these 2 pieces and begin to pry that apart, and it'll pull these bolts back out of them holes. And can't do that though until the forklift is underneath it. Well, that's got the auger down off there. And as you can see, it comes off pretty simple. I can tell you one thing, it's a whole lot easier compared to back in the fall when we had to take it off loaded. That was a lot heavier. But that's got it. Now I'll be taking it down that machine shop here. Well, I've got another auger down there for them to work on, so when I go down to pick that one up, I'll just take this one here with me, drop it off, pick up my other one and bring it back. And so I don't know if I'll do a video putting this back on. It's just complete opposite of taking it off, so pretty standard. But anyway, I'm going to call that an end of this video, so take care. Thanks a lot for watching, we'll see you next time.